Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Fair Value Finder, and today I want to do something a little different like we did last Friday. And I want to look at how to generate income off of your portfolio. Because if you're able to generate income from your holdings, you're lowering your downside risk and you are building yourself financial independence, as well as bringing another stream of compounding for that portfolio. So here we're looking at a sheet where I summarize my dividend holdings. This is everything that I currently hold that pays a dividend, and you can see where they pay out, how much I got paid. Like we can see that I got paid $382 off AT&T over the time that I held it. Altria, I've been paid $245, and I'm making in the mid $100 a month. I do have one quarter that lags behind significantly. I was searching for a position to help and bolster that a little bit. Even if I am not able to find something great that pays that month, it's fine to have a low month. It gets averaged out over time. I come out to an average in the $130 a month zone. This is one of the forms of income for this portfolio. So since I started when I was 18, I am now 23. These stocks have paid me $2,600 just to hold them, which is very nice. That's really helped me to contribute more to my portfolio. Some of these, like YYY, it pays monthly, and I just have it invested back into the same stock. So you see that it's pulling in an extra 5-6 cents every single month just because it's buying more shares of itself. I began as a dividend investor. I love dividends. I prefer that any position that I'm holding at a minimum pays a dividend, preferably above a 3%, but some of the other financial metrics don't look that great on companies that do. Typically, you're paying a dividend if you don't think that you could use that money for other forms of growth in your company, and you just have so much excess cash that you want to attract investment into your company. Now we can go on to the next form of income, which will be my options. So I started to really get into options last year. I was selling covered calls, doing some trades, learning the ropes. And so all of last year, I made $874 trading options. Not great. I mean, you take some winners and some losses. I have it broken down by every single stock that I've traded options on. But over here, we actually see that there are some months. There was one month where I lost $720. Had profited $420 for a net loss of $300. But then the next month I came back, I made $1,200 and didn't have a single loss. So sometimes you're at the whim of the market with trades. Trade at your own risk. I try to take lower risk bets, and really I've only lost money when the Fed sways the markets, because there's some pretty crazy swings when the Fed does it. So far this year, I've made even more than total last year. There's still time for me to lose it, but I've so far brought in $1,123 this year. And I want this to become a growing part of how money comes into my portfolio. Ideally, I'm just sitting it in cash until I find a position that I can grow to 100 shares, and I'm trading off of the cash that's sitting in my portfolio to gain 5-10% off a trade every single week. That compounds pretty quickly. Let me know if you want me to go deeper into any of this. I have all my covered call positions where I have a pretty low downside. I mean, the worst case scenario there is I miss out on gains, and I don't need to stress about the share price breaking through my strike. I can roll it out potentially, or I can just take the assignment and buy back in at a lower price, because the market tends to be cyclical. It goes up and down. Just because the share price broke above doesn't mean it's going to stay there. In some cases it does, and you're just out of luck. But hopefully you do your due diligence at that point. You know what the stock is actually worth to you, and you don't get screwed over because a small loss becomes something bigger, missed gains. That's a second form of income for the portfolio. And then a very small portion of income also comes from lending, because Robinhood, Webull, they have stock lending programs where stocks that you have sitting in your account, they sell out to short sellers and they pay you some of the interest. So it's not anything crazy. I mean, it brings in a few cents a month for me. Still better than nothing. Some stocks that don't pay a dividend, it's almost like an artificial dividend for them. Like Zim down here, and that was one of those where I was stupid. I saw YouTubers talking about it. I saw articles about it, how it was the next big thing. And so I bought in. I mean, I'm just like the rest of us, where in the past, I didn't know what I was doing. And I've learned through these mistakes, and I'm trying to make sure that you guys don't make these mistakes as well. But I mean, it's paying me. For a while, it was only 1 cent, but 6 cents in April, 7 cents in May. I'm just holding on to my position because that's not an awful return for what the share price currently sits at. And I'm so negative that taking the loss, it's not going to do much for me. Potentially free up a few dollars to go and invest elsewhere, but maybe if I find a good play or I need some tax loss harvesting, otherwise I'll just let it ride out. And then there's the interest paid on the account too. If I just have cash sitting in the account, I have Robinhood Gold, so I'm getting a very good interest rate on that money that's just sitting in the account, and it's been paying me like $20 a month, which again, some of these stocks, that's a full share that I'm getting for free. So the larger that you grow the portfolio, the easier it is to bring in income off of it. Like if you can have a position of 100 shares of a very solid company, that's my whole goal, because then I can hopefully be collecting dividends. I can sell covered calls. If the stock goes down and get some short interest, hopefully I can get some lending. And then while I'm looking for the next one, I'm getting paid interest on the cash that's sitting on the sidelines. So how much income does this generate? Can it help you quit your 9 to 5? We all hope it does at some point. This portfolio is about $35,000 portfolio, and I'm on track to make about $3 off of lending, $3,760 off of options, and on dividends, $1,600. Time is money. And you don't want to waste your time just having your money sitting in an investment that's not doing anything for you in the long term. If you can collect some money here and there and not just have to wait until you can sell out and all of a sudden you're cutting that stream, you can be a whole lot better off. I have here my future projections for my portfolio. Starting with this month, I'm making $136 a month on average in dividends, contributing $400 this month. Lending, I'm hoping to get 27 cents off trades. I'm only looking for $41. From covered calls and options, that's where I'm looking for 308 at least this month. And if I can do all that and invest to get dividends at the rate that I look for, then I'd be growing that annual dividend income by $32 every single month, which breaks down to about $3 a month. And then projecting all of this out, it just continues on for years and years and years. And then by the time that I'm looking to retire, I should hopefully have some solid income. I'd be looking, when I turn 61, I'd be looking at a portfolio of over $2 million that has paid me almost $1.1 million in dividends. I don't even have any stock growth factored into here. I guess that would come from those trades where I'm realizing those capital gains over time, and that's helping to grow the other sources of income. But I'm only putting in $500,000 over the course of the next about 40 years. And that's going to spit out an income every year of $94,000. And that's what I'm investing for. I'm investing for that future. I have a very long-term view. I want to find companies that will still be around and that I can just hold on to and collect those checks. That's why I don't want stocks that are dragging me down. If they're growing their share count or they have negative revenues or negative net income, I don't want them in this portfolio. I will wait until they turn around and reevaluate, but I will be a whole lot faster to give something a sell rating than to give it a buy rating, because I'm looking for the best of the best value that is going to pay me. This was just a quick little video. We can dig deeper into anything that you guys want. You can let me know in the comments, and I'd love to dig deeper into any of this and see what you guys think. Try setting up a sheet like this for yourself and just see what it would take for you to be able to never have to work again, to have your portfolio paying for you to live. I want to thank you guys for watching this one. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what other stocks you want to see, and I will catch you next time.